bass enthusiasts, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to break down that groove that I was just playing, which uses some of my favorite finger funk techniques. So the first element of this groove, the way this groove starts out, are these octave approaches. Okay, so obviously what I'm doing here is I'm just approaching that root, that E, from below, from the C, moving up in half steps with octaves. Okay, now this is a time-tested way to add movement and to add that bounce to your lines. Now the next cool feature of this line, and this is something that I do a lot, and it's a must-know funk device, is when I do this. When I hit that E, so I come up from the octave, right? That little shake, or it's really, you can even think of it as just a fast trill. Now when I do this, when we shake a note like this, it's a pretty intense effect, and it creates this rapid vibrato effect by basically just moving my left hand, sort of quickly trilling between two adjacent frets. Now I'm going up, I'm going from E to F like that and sort of back down. It's a sort of real quick vibrato effect. You can try that on any note where you really want to emphasize that note like this. It's a great little effect to give your funk some dynamic range. Now let's talk about the next element in this groove, and this really is one of the most important elements of any funk groove, and that's incorporating ghost notes. It's really essential for adding rhythmic complexity and texture to your funk and just giving your line that thing. So when I go, the next phrase I play here, I'm ghost noting. Now, ghost notes are, these subtle percussive thumps that you hear that don't have a defined pitch. It's really all about the percussive element with these. And to play them, we lay our left hand over the note, but we don't press down onto the fretboard with our left hand. Now, when I'm ghosting this particular lick, when I'm putting my first finger on that D string, if I don't press down the string with my left hand, I'm going to get a harmonic. So what I have to do there is I have to mute it with my left hand at the same time. So this is a whole other technique, an amazing technique for funk playing, left hand muting. And we're going to incorporate a little bit of that here. So if I just am trying to ghost that note, right, I'm going to get that D harmonic. To stop that, put my fourth finger over E on the G string, right? A little bit just to mute it. And that'll give me that percussive effect, right? What I love about ghost notes is that they fill in the gaps between the main notes of your groove, and they really help emphasize the syncopation, that rhythmic element that is the essence of funk, emphasizing different parts of the beat, not emphasizing the strong parts of the beat all the time, emphasizing the ands and the upbeat. Now moving on to the fourth feature of this groove. This is really the heartbeat of this finger funk sound. I'm talking about this fast right hand 16th note plucking. This is the lick I play, right? So I come up with, and I'm actually starting with a ghost note in there as well, right? And then I have that 16th note phrase. Now, this 16th note sort of ticka, sound is something that, people, my heroes like Jocko, Rocco Prestia, Paul Jackson are masters of. They're sort of my heroes for this sound. It creates this consistent driving pulse that really tightens up the groove. But the challenge here is that the right hand is in constant motion. It's almost like strumming a guitar, okay? But I think this is even harder because we're dealing with alternating our two fingers on our right hand. Our attack has to be really precise. And I'm alternating fingers with my right hand, and we want to make sure that that attack is consistent in time and tone. And finally, I play these double stops high on the fretboard. And double stops is a really cool thing to incorporate into your line. It adds some harmonic richness, a bit of extra flavor to your lines when I play this. And that last one is really nice because I can play the low E there. Basically playing what would be like a D dominant 7 to a E flat dominant 7 to E dominant 7. What I'm ending there on is, right, E in the bass, then D here, and then G sharp, okay? D is our 7th, G sharp is our 3rd of E7. I'm playing what we call the guide tones, okay? The 7th and the 3rd. So when I play C, start here with C and F sharp, okay, that implies D dominant 7th, then just up a half step, implies E flat dominant 7th, okay, and then to E dominant 7th. So those are the 5 killer features of this funk groove that you need to know. Let's put it all together now. Grab your bass, see if you can play along with me. I'm going to play this really slowly without our backing track, just so you can follow along easy with me. And let's put it all together. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoy playing this groove. Thanks for following along on these 5 funk features. Do me a favor, drop a comment below. Let me know which of these funk features you want to start incorporating into your playing. And also let me know any other finger funk things you love doing with your playing, or any other things you'd like for me to explore in future videos. And if you want to learn more about adding fills to your funk bass lines, click here.